The St. Andrew South Police seized another rifle from a house on Glen Road in Kingston today, bringing to 3 the number of high-powered illegal guns recovered from the space in under 10 days. Over that period, the police also seized a Glock pistol and several assorted ammunition. The Glen Road community has seen a recent flare-up of fierce gang violence resulting in 3 murders and shooting injury from separate incidents. The news understands that a team of police officers from Hunts Bay Police and Area for Fugitive Apprehension Team conducted an operation today, revisiting a premises where they found an illegal weapon last week. The police recovered 1 AK-47 assault rifle with 23 rounds, 7.62 cartridges, and 8.38 rounds at the location, which has been under surveillance. On November 17th, the police seized an AK-47 and a pistol also on Glen Road. 1 man was arrested on that occasion. In another operation on November 19th, a search was conducted at a premises and a .22 Diana G27 rifle was removed from a roof. No arrest was made in relation to that seizure. Investigation into all 3 seizures are ongoing. 5 people were shot and killed on Waltham Park Road in Kingston Monday evening. The incident occurred around 7 p.m. The Constabulary Communication Unit, the information arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, confirmed the incident but were unable to provide further details. More to come. A retired policeman died as a result of injuries he sustained in a 2-vehicle crash in Mandeville, Manchester on Monday. Relatives identified him as Robert Lambert, a retired police sergeant. Preliminary reports are that about 7 p.m., Lambert was driving a Nissan Tida motorcar towards Villa Road when upon reaching the intersection with De Carteret Road the car collided with an Isuzu truck. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Relatives who gathered at the scene of the crash were in a state of shock and disbelief up to late Monday night.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan and this is your JS News for Monday, November 25, 2024. Government is exploring the use of concrete in the construction of low-use community roads to maximize the impact of state funds available for road infrastructure. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness points out that Jamaica has largely not pursued the option of using concrete for road infrastructure due to its cost, which makes asphalt more economical. But he says the policy is evolving to consider concrete as one of the solutions for low-use areas.
We are now looking at how we can deploy concrete in areas like these, which would not require the level of reinforcement and other support for general deployment on roads. In the years to come, you're going to see a greater deployment of concrete, particularly in communities, in community roads, maybe parish council roads, in situations like this.
The Prime Minister made the remarks as he officially commissioned a concrete road at Bay Farm Villa Close in his West Central St. Andrew constituency. Other concrete pavements laid in the area were also toured.
Generally, the residents would agree that their lives would have improved as a result of the introduction of a concrete paved surface in their community. There are some who would also agree that aside from just the transformation of the pathway, the improved aesthetic is of value, meaning that the improved look and feel of the place has also lifted their own view of where they live.
The Ministry of Education has adjusted the dates for next year's Grade 6 PEP exams to give students additional time to prepare. In a release, the ministry explains that the decision was taken after consultation with key stakeholders. It's in recognition that many students would have been impacted by the recent disruptions caused by the inclement weather conditions facing the country. The ability test will now be administered on February 20, 2025. The performance task tests are on March 19 and 20, while the curriculum-based tests will be done on April 30 and May 1. The Education Ministry is urging school administrators to encourage teachers and parents to maximize the additional time to ensure students are adequately prepared for the assessments. The government is moving forward with plans to integrate the findings of the recently launched 2023 Violence Against Children and Youth Survey into its national strategy to combat violence against children. The survey examines the physical, emotional, and sexual violence experienced by children and youth aged 13 to 24 years, providing critical data to guide national efforts towards addressing the urgent issue. According to the survey, 23.7% or nearly 1 in 4 females and 11.7% or 1 in 10 males reported experiencing sexual violence during their childhood. Director General of the Planning Institute of Jamaica, Dr. Wayne Henry, says these alarming statistics highlight the scope of the problem and underscore the need for stronger, more targeted interventions.
The data garnered will provide the country with valuable insights on the health and well-being and incidents of violence against children and youth in Jamaica. This will assist in determining the gaps in our current systems so that we can be more responsive, as well as design better policies and plans to treat with the needs of victims.
Dr. Henry is calling for greater involvement of children and youth in the fight against violence, stressing that their voices are critical to ensuring their safety and protection. Minister of Gender Olivia Grange is calling for women to get more involved in representational politics, pointing out that women currently comprise 38% of Jamaica's Senate and 29% of the House of Representatives. Minister Grange says the government is looking for ways to increase this. She highlights that the National Policy on Gender Equality recommends the introduction of legislative gender quotas as part of a broader strategy to improve gender equity. These quotas are designed to address the underrepresentation of women in Parliament, as well as in local authorities and leadership positions, with the goal of increasing their participation in decision-making. The Gender Affairs Minister was addressing the recent opening of an Organization of American States OAS Electoral Observation Missions workshop on women's political participation. Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs Marlene Malahoo Fort is stressing that citizens must pay as much attention to their responsibilities as they do their rights. The minister addressed the critical correlation between rights and responsibilities during a recent legislative policy development workshop held at the S Hotel in New Kingston. The workshop brought together policy and legal officers as well as senior officials from all ministries, focusing on best practices and guidelines for preparing legislative policy and drafting instructions. She asserted that members of the society need to respect the human rights of others.
The responsibility is on all citizens to respect and uphold the rights of others. No one is entitled to enjoy their rights in a way that prevents others from also enjoying their rights.
And finally, the Jamaica Fire Brigade is urging market vendors and operators to adopt new safety measures to prevent potential fire outbreaks. This comes in the wake of recent fires damaging market structures, some of which have been attributed to unregulated electricity use, cramped shop layouts, and the use of non-fire-rated materials. District Officer and Fire Investigator for the JFB's Western Region, O'Neill Clark, says the compact nature of markets, coupled with the type and quality of material used in building these structures, can result in a rapid spread of flames, hence the need for greater caution.
And I implore the relevant agencies and departments to look into how best can we look towards the future in ensuring that if there is a situation in shop A, a fire-related situation in shop A, the building material is so at a standard that it can manage, it can contain that fire without quickly spreading because these were some of the major factors that allowed so many shops to be destroyed.
Mr. Clark was speaking at a recent meeting of the St. James Municipal Corporation. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.